Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new episode of Clash Royale. In today's episode, I'll be bringing you a brand new deck, but today is a crazy day because I have Bandit available in my store and I will still have it available in my store by the time this video goes live. So if you want me to get it, go ahead and leave a like button and put a comment below, #Bandit. So I really want to know what you guys are thinking because obviously I want to have an extra legendary, but I want to know your opinion. So if you want me to get it, #Bandit in the comment below. So in this video, I'm playing a variation of the deck that I basically took a look at in TV Royale. I saw the deck being featured, so I kind of decided to bring it to you guys and put a little bit of my own spin and my own little variation onto it because the deck actually features a couple cards that I used to use quite a bit. It has an Ice Wizard and it has the Miner, which used to be some of my most used cards, but I just haven't used them in a while because I really have been enjoying the Lava Loon deck. So basically, I have two variations of this deck, and in this video I may show you one or the other, but as you can see, it is actually pretty inexpensive. The average elixir cost is only 3 elixir, and that is really wonderful because it gives you flexibility to both try to rotate and defend, and also kind of rotate and push against your opponent. So I'm going to show you just the highlights of this deck. I took it into a classic challenge because that's how I usually test the decks. I feel like I tell this to you all the time. You don't lose your trophies and you get to perfect the deck before you go out there and potentially expose yourself to a deck that is malfunctioning. So let's go ahead and take a look at this particular game over here. I'm going against an opponent that is a Royal Giant and an Ice and an Electric Wizard user, which is a really great combination because if you're trying to take down the Royal Giant with Skarmy or with 1 elixir skeletons or even with minions, the minion horde, it's got the Electro Wizard behind to kind of back it up and whatnot. So over here I'm also bringing the Knight back, and my Knight is currently pretty high up there. I think it is actually level 11, but let me just double check this for you. So as you can see, a lot of these are going to be a little bit of let's grind through this kind of situation because basically you have to really find out what your opponent's weaknesses are, as you do in every deck, but when your deck is lacking some of the heavier push cards, you really have to be careful. So my Knight is actually level 10 right now. Obviously I am in a challenge, in a classic challenge, so everything here is a tournament level, so that doesn't even matter. But if I was to take this into a real battle, I guess it would make quite a big of a difference. So as you guys can see, I'm constantly trying to put a Miner up there and then back him up with my Ice Wiz and my Musketeer, which is a really great combination. I found out while playing in the classic challenge that the Ice Wiz is actually really fantastic in helping me to deal with players that use elite barbarians, because when I put down a tombstone, unless of course my opponent also has a bomber, Ice Wiz does a good enough job where we basically slow down the elite barbarians, and even if they have a zap or a log and they clear out the skeletons, we still manage to defend from them. So a really, really great combination. Give it a go if you have an Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard was one of the first legendaries that I got, and I really have been enjoying him quite a bit. So over here, guys, we're definitely doing quite a bit better than our opponent is. We're trying to push back on the Royal Giant and continue and put pressure with the Miner up against on the left-hand side. And obviously, you will see that a lot of the times whenever I drop the Miner, my opponent will go in with a Skarmy or Minions or Goblin Gang to try and clear that out. But that's why you have your arrows. You can have different variation, and you can also swap arrows for, let's say, Zap, or you can swap it for Fireball if you want to go a bit heavier on the average elixir cost. So in this replay here, I'm going to show you exactly what I was talking about in the sort of Tombstone, Musketeer, and then over here I'm going to put my Ice Wiz and try and help with the Elite Barbarians as my opponent keeps dropping them at me. So keep an eye on the combination of Tombstone and Ice Wiz as I try and defend from the Elite Barbarians. And a really nice combination there of clearing out my Knight and my Musketeer with the Fireball and log. That's exactly what I do quite a bit, especially when I'm going up against players with wizards, and then I basically fireball the wizard and then finish it off with the log. And also early today I was playing against a player that was using barbarians, and basically what a great combo. You fireball it and then you finish it off with the log. Also works for Three Musketeers, so really great combo. And I do have a log in this deck over here. So this is a 3 legendary deck. I have a miner, I have an ice whiz, and I have the log, and we're just gonna pick a side that we're working on. With this deck I'm not able to apply pressure on multiple sides because it is a really light deck. I don't have a super heavy card, so I have to be pretty mindful of the fact that if I try and spread my elixir too much. And here we go, guys. So here goes our tombstone, and then the one elixir skeletons. And now I'm gonna slow down the damage. We're gonna lose that tower to elite barbarians. I believe we are, and yes, we do. We'll lose the tower to elite barbarians, but then we're gonna use the ice whiz to kind of slow them down. And here we go. We are not doing so hot right now. I am in the loss, actually 1 crown from my opponent, but we're gonna put a miner up there and prepare my arrows because I'm assuming that he's going to try and put Skarmy on the minion. And even though I was kind of delayed with the arrows for the Skarmy, it still worked out for us quite a bit. So tombstone over here for the elite barbarians, and then skeletons. He drops his log to clear out the tombstone skeletons. Musketeer, and we're gonna take care of the elite barbarians. And I have a feeling that this isn't the game where I have been pushing back on the elite barbs with the ice whiz and the tombstone, so please forgive me for that because I recorded quite a few before I started this process because I want to make sure that I'm showing you the best, most exciting games over here. But here we go. Here is the ice whiz on the defense for the elite barbies cleanup, and we clear up the Skarmy and elite barbarians quite nicely. Knight right in front of my ice whiz, and then we're gonna clear out the princess. Miner in the back. We are not going to be able to clear out Skarmy if he drops him, or Goblin Gang over here. However, we're gonna push back right now even though we lost our miner. And here we go. One elite barbarian running up towards us. We're gonna slow him down with the ice whiz and then clear him, no problem whatsoever. So preemptive arrows over here. We're gonna get a few more hits in. Actually, just I think got 1 hit in. So kind of once you figure out the dynamic of your opponent, I guess I should have already had it prepared as opposed to just go up there and not have the arrows available right away. So don't do that, guys. Do better than I just did right there. But hey, that's why you're watching this, right? So you can find the good deck that works and then not make the mistakes that I made. So here we go. We're doing a final push, and this was such a long game, guys. I swear. 2 minutes. We're already in the overtime, so basically this is going to be until the last person stands, and I am going to wear down my opponent. We're gonna wait a second, clear out that princess over there, and we're gonna put the log, and he logs my skeletons from tombstone, but we got the 1 elixir skeletons, and here we are. We're gonna lose our knight over there, no big deal. Drop in the ice whiz on the defense, and the ice whiz is going to get pushed back by the fireball. Miner once again, and then preparing the log over here to clear up the Goblin Gang, and we're just gonna basically try to wear that tower down. Tombstone again for the defense. Ice Wizard over here to kind of slow down on the elite Barbies. 1 elixir skeletons to pull them away, and once again Miner in the rotation. So I'm kind of pushing when I don't have much elixir. Here we go, arrows over here clearing up that Skarmy, and we're doing quite okay, doing a little bit better than our opponent is. The log is going to help out to bring down that HP on the tower, and right now we are doing definitely a bit hotter than our opponent is, and I just have to keep getting this miner in rotation. So you kind of can see how this deck is really quite great, because you can try and defend, you can try and push back and just wear your opponent down by constantly rotating through the deck. And I'm actually going to finish this off with spells basically, because I'm just going to continue and push back. So we're going to put our knight up front, and then once again miner in the the rotation, super low on the elixir, so we're not going to be able to clear up that Skarmy before the miner goes down, but we are going to continue to get that damage put in by arrows and by our log. So really quite nice, guys. You can use the deck to defend, you can push, and although it is not like super heavy, it doesn't have a heavy card, it definitely works. Now, I'm not going to lie and say that I did not lose at all when I was testing this deck out, because of course I did, but overall I feel that I won a bit more than I lost, and if I perfect the deck, maybe make a few changes here and there, I feel that it is going to be a pretty solid deck. So here we go, guys. This is going to be a final game for this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the deck, if you are enjoying it, and if you think you're going to try it out for yourself. After all, you know, it features legendaries that have been out for a while, so I'm assuming a lot of you have almost all of them, and if not, you know, if not, then let me know and I can try and suggest a substitute for something that you don't have. So over here, we're kind of separating our troops on both sides. I have my Ice Whiz over on the right, and my Musketeer over on the left, and we're just pushing, and I'm doing a bit better over on the right hand side, but here comes the Electro Wizard. We're gonna push him back with the log and then go ahead and try and defend with the skeletons by pushing in the Valkyrie into the middle. Now obviously we're not going to stop her because she's super OP, but it still is better than getting her to the tower immediately and getting like 3 or 4 spins in, and yeah, she's pretty deadly. So I feel like that was a pretty great decision there. So now that we're going to wait until our elixir regens a little bit, we're going to be taking in a bit of the damage from the fire spirits, from the furnace, but that's okay because we still are going to be pushing over on the right hand side and getting that tower down. So miner into the rotation, the musketeer is going to clear up the fire spirits, and now I'm just going to prepare the log right away in case he's going to be pushed back with Skarmy, and he's not. My opponent is dropping a witch, but it's okay. We still push the witch back with the log quite a bit, and now we're just gonna hold off, clear off the skeletons. I'm gonna put the Ice Whiz there in rotation and then drop my tombstone to distract the witch and then take her out. And here we go, guys. Here comes the situation over on the left hand side. We have ourselves musketeers, 3 musketeers to be exact, and we're gonna log them and clear out the goblin as well, so the dark goblin. So we're doing okay, and now I just need to get my miner once again into rotation and back him up with the musketeer and the Ice Whiz, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And although I wish I could wait a bit longer while I have more elixir so I can kind of try and defend that miner there, I don't have a fireball, and I'm not going to be able to stop the Electro Wizard without a fireball. So I'm gonna put a knight over here, arrow the dark goblin, and then log the goblin game to push back a little bit. We're going to take a few hits in there, and here we go. I actually didn't take any hits, so I stand corrected. And now once again the miner in the rotation, and we're going to bring that tower down. The deck isn't like a 3 crown deck. Most of the time I get 1 or 2 crowns with this deck, and also this isn't like get a first crown in within 30 seconds of the game like you can do sometimes with the loon deck, but overall it is pretty dependable and very, very inexpensive. So give this a go for yourself. Let me know what you think, guys, and of course let me know in comments below whether or not you want me to get that bandit. If you do, don't forget to put in #bandit in comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. The deck is really easy to use. Go ahead, give it a go. Let me know if you like it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button. See you guys soon. Bye.